All right, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training and Toffie. I want to talk a little bit about this long line. The one that I'm using today is a 15-footer. They've got different sizes, 25, 30, 30-footer, or 33 feet is what's required in tracking. Different long lines for different purposes. I use a 15-footer because I'm just using it as an extension of my leash, and I want that extra length to be able to step on things, to be able to have more control. But again, back to my theory, every tool is only as good as the person using it. So what I want to accent right now is exactly how I use this. I turn it into a 6-foot leash a lot of the times, and then I let it go when I want to, but I treat it like a 6-foot leash, and it's all about how I handle this into my hands. Remember what I'm always talking about, playing the guitar and moving the frets, creating motor movements first. Practice is what does that. After a while, your brain doesn't have to think about that, right? So we're going to keep the same rules we do with a 6-foot leash. Thumb in the loop. My slack in my right hand, I've got 15 feet here, so I need to go hand over hand and create a loop. Okay? Now I can switch hands to my left hand, put that here, and I can now start using this as a 6-foot leash. The leash should be right about down to my ankles where the dog doesn't feel any pressure. Nope. Good. There you go. When I accent the facts, he's supposed to stay on the table. Good. Good boy. So I've now turned that 15-foot leash into a 6-foot leash. And I can drop this anytime I want to by just letting it feed out of my hands. Okay? So hand over hand, thumb in the loop, and create a loop. Until I get into where I want it. And then I can change off. I can move this to here, leaving this free. I can go back and forth just like I would if it was a 6-foot leash. It takes practice. The other big thing I wanted to accent, and this is why I kind of stopped it, my brain was thinking about it when I did the ball throw with him, and that long line was on the ground. One of the most dangerous things with a tool like this is that you will have a tendency to not paying attention, and that thing will wrap around your leg. And it'll take you off your feet, it'll rip out the calf muscles, it could cause all kinds of damage. Injury with a long line is very common. And so we're always accenting the fact that you need to pay really a lot of attention on where the end of this leash is at. And if you saw me when I did that ball throw on the last video, you saw that I basically took my hand, Toffie, good boy, good. And when I go to throw this, right now it's all bunched, no big deal, it's because I'm gonna let it go and I know it. And I want to get him into this. And when I go to throw it, I throw this off the side. I'm very cognizant and aware of this leash, and I never let it be around my ankles or my feet because it'll wrap around and you'll end up on your ass. You'll end up in the hospital, believe me. It's a very dangerous thing. So be very aware of it and very cognizant and aware, my big words, that you need to be very conscientious of where your long line is falling. Opier. Good. Good boy, Toffie. Couche. Right away, I have it as a 6-foot leash, right? That's how I've got it here. And if I want to throw that ball, I can actually just drape this off right now, and it'll run out, and I can hold my hand away from my body, right? If the long line is on the ground or in a position that it could wrap around my neck, you'll see me kind of take my hand and push it away, and I let it thread through my hand, keeping it away from my legs, right? Very important as it runs out, as the dog runs out, right? Toffie, good boy, good. Oop. I got another ball somewhere else, Toffie, it's over here. Yeah, good, Toffie. Now watch what I do, Toffie. Get it. Right there, boom. I raised it up and got it away from my body and made sure that it looped out without being anywhere around my feet or my ankles. Very important, all right? All right, so that's it, a little bit of a primer on the long line. Notice how that thing wants to loop around. If that thing gets wrapped around my legs and I throw that ball because I'm not paying attention, I'm gonna end up on my ass or I'm gonna end up in the hospital. It'll do some damage. And I remember years ago there used to be a guy that was an officer out at San Pedro, just got himself a canine, and they were working on the docks doing some training, and he came back the next week and he was in a leg cast. And he told the story that dog was going balls to the walls after the bad guy to go take a bite, and he didn't pay attention, and that wrapped around his leg and he flew up into the air and it ripped out those calf muscles, and he had to be in a leg cast for a good 6-8 months. Good boy, good. Out, good. Up, couche, nope. Toffie, good boy, couche, no. Good, couche, nope. Yes. Notice how I got rid of the long line. All right, Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training and Toffie. Talk to you later.